guys, it's Hailey and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hailey and I make lifestyle videos here on YouTube. So if that ticks the box for you, y'all should definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Go ahead and join the family. I promise you will not regret it. For today's video, we are going to be doing a TMI Girl Talk Q&A. So we're gonna get comfortable, y'all. I got my PJs on. I got a bowl of popcorn over here on the side, and I poured me up a little glass of Stella Rosa. If you're of age, go ahead and pour your glass of wine, get you some popcorn, and get comfy so we can talk all things girl talk, okay? I asked y'all on Instagram to ask me any questions that y'all will have for this video. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, my ad is at Hailey Beecham. I go ahead and put it on the screen. That is usually where I interact with y'all the most on and get like questions for these videos on. I did do a YouTube community post on it. I'll let y'all know whenever I do videos like this, I never expose usernames. Before we get into the video, let's just, take off our judging caps or whatever, our judging goggles, and let's just, realize that this is a safe space here on my channel. There's no room for judgment, no need to feel embarrassed about anything that we're asking out of these questions or anything that you may have to ask in the comments. This is completely open and safe, okay? We all gotta learn somewhere. We all gotta talk about some topics somewhere, and I want y'all to feel like this is a safe space for y'all to grow and learn in certain topics. Also, some of these topics that we may be talking about in this video are a little mature. Some of the questions are just chill, like we can vibe with it, but some of them may get a little deeper and a little, We're gonna go and look at the questions. I screenshotted them from the other day. Y'all, this wine is good. Like, Stella Rosa is already a good wine, but this little watermelon flavor is hit. Okay, so the first question is best natural deodorants you have tried that have worked for you. So I actually have not tried any natural deodorants before. So unfortunately, I don't know any good brands of natural deodorants personally, but I have heard of native deodorants, and I've heard people like talk about the native deodorants. That might have to be one of the things that y'all comment down below if you are trying natural deodorants. If you use aluminum-free natural deodorants and you know of any good brands, go ahead and comment them down below so y'all can share those brands and get to know them yourselves. And I also look into it too. The thing that has kept me from trying natural deodorants is that I sweat so much, y'all. If y'all watch my videos, you already know that I tell y'all that I sweat a lot. So I have to use Old Spice deodorant, y'all. I've had to up the ante on what I'm using for deodorant because I just sweat so much. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm a nervous sweater. I'm a morning sweater. I'm a night sweat. Like, y'all, I just be sweating for no reason. I don't know if I can make it through that detox phase, y'all. I don't know if I could do it. Or maybe one winter I'll go ahead and try the detox when it's not hot and 100 degrees in Houston, because y'all, I don't think I can make it in Texas. I really don't. So I've actually tried boric acid suppositories myself, and a lot of women recommend them when it comes to balancing your pH downstairs. I tried them and I do think that they had a good effect on me and that they did what they are described to be supposed to. What? I do think that they did a good job at balancing my pH, but I couldn't really tell y'all why I never continued with taking them. All in all, I think that boric acid is a good suppository for you to take downstairs. I definitely would say give it a try. Go to your gynecologist first before you just go ahead and get it yourself. I know that you can get it yourself though, like you don't necessarily need permission to buy boric acid suppositories. Like, you can go get it in store or you can order them online, but I say the best way to go about it is to either try it out if you feel comfortable with it, or go to your gynecologist first and ask them about it. Ask them how they think it will work for you, and if you get the okay from them, then definitely go ahead and go try them out. The last time I took them was my freshman year in college, and I don't remember there being a negative reason that I stopped. It did what it was supposed to do, and it did balance my pH. So if that's what you're looking for, then definitely give those a try. The next question says, should downstairs not have a smell at all? When it comes to your downstairs area, there's going to be like a natural scent of you. Like, downstairs, it's perfectly normal to have like a natural scent. Downstairs is not going to smell like perfume. I'm sure y'all have heard this before, but it's not going to smell like perfume. It's not supposed to smell like perfume. It's not supposed to smell like roses or like any scents that we find in a body spray bottle. It's not supposed to smell like that. So you are supposed to have your own natural scent. But as far as it goes for odors can be one of the #1 indicators that there is maybe something like a pH imbalance down there, maybe an infection, maybe BV. Like, a very strong odor that's not a usual scent for you could be an indicator that there is something going on downstairs. And if you do smell something down there and you feel like something's not right, again, I recommend going ahead and going to a gynecologist if you can, if you have one, and kind of getting it balanced and getting it back in check. And it's nothing to be embarrassed about either. As we get older, as we grow up, as times change, as we change, we just have to learn what works for our body. A smell could truly be caused by some of the simplest things that you probably don't even think twice about until it happens. It could be that your body wash that you you're using is heavily scented, it smells like a perfume, and it's causing your downstairs area's pH balance to be thrown off. It could be the detergent that you're using on your underwear. It could be that, you know, maybe you're not drinking enough water. It could be like a whole bunch of different things. So there's definitely nothing to be embarrassed about. I'm sure everyone has been there at some point and had to figure out what was going on and learn from that and used it to grow and prevent it in the future. And there's usually always a fix for the issue, okay? Like there's usually always something that caused it that you can eliminate, or something that you're not doing that you can add to your routine that can make it better. So don't think that something like that is just the end all be all and like you're just done for. Like you're not. So yeah, a scent is regular for downstairs, like your normal scent. The next question is for me, and it says, how does it feel to be finally graduated? So for those of you who do not know, I just graduated from Sam Houston State University with my bachelor's in healthcare administration. Your girl is a graduate finally, and I graduated on December 10th of last month. That's not even last month, maybe that's 2 months ago. I graduated December 10th, which was pretty recently, and it feels good, y'all. It feels good, but it also feels weird. I'm so used to having, like, you know, at most Christmas break out of school, and then I have to go back and be worried about tests, be worried about exams, be worried about, you know, studying, all that, balancing on top of work. It feels weird to just have work right now. Like I feel like something's missing, and I low-key like feel like, oh my gosh, like something's due that I don't know about, or I'm constantly feeling like I'm supposed to be doing something, but I'm really not supposed to be doing anything but working. So while it feels amazing and I do feel free, it's kind of weird. Like I feel like I'm chilling, and like it feels like I'm too chill. I'm like, did I forget to register for classes? Oh wait, I'm not in school right now. Did I forget to do an assignment? Oh wait, I'm not in school right now. Did I forget to study for a test? Do I have a test coming up? Like it has me like looking over my shoulder like, am I good? But I'm really good. Oh my gosh, y'all, I cannot feel my legs. I can't feel my legs. Let me wiggle these toes so I can regain my strength, child. It's there barely being wine left in my cup for me, and I'm still holding it, but it's the aesthetics, you know? So the next question is, looking for a new downstairs area wash. Any suggestions? Let me think about this one. So I actually have not been using like a wash that's specifically for my downstairs area. The last brand that I want to say I used was Honey Pot, the sensitive wash. That was a good brand. I'm not sure about it now though. My personal recommendation is just Dove sensitive skin soap. Honestly, I haven't sought out a feminine care wash in a while because I just felt like they were doing the same thing that a unscented bar soap was doing for me. Like I wasn't seeing like amazing results. I wasn't seeing like a huge difference in using that versus soap. So I just decided to go ahead and save myself the trouble and the buck and use the Dove sensitive skincare soap for that downstairs area, which I recommend. Love that soap. I have never experienced any irritation with it downstairs, so I do highly recommend that. It's not specifically a feminine care wash, but it can be used as one because it's soap and it's regular unscented soap. So that's just what I'm using personally, and I honestly have not tried other products outside of those. I'm very cautious with what I try when it comes to like feminine wash products because like I said, I'm very sensitive personally, so sometimes I just never really work myself up to trying out different products. But if y'all know any good products for downstairs, any good washes, definitely feel free to comment them down below. Like I said, this is a whole little chat bubble, chat hub moment in the comments. We're gonna be talking, recommending, relaying, all of that. The next question is it supposed to smell down there if a guy touches you in that area? Like, is it normal? I'm sure that with like actual physical contact in that way downstairs, things can get thrown off because of it. But as far as just touching, I am not too sure. I would recommend talking to your significant other or the guy and asking him to wash his hands before y'all do anything. You definitely want them to have clean hands because when you think about it, we go throughout our whole day touching doorknobs, touching this, touching that, like leaving, coming back. And if he hasn't washed his hands before doing something like that with you, all those germs and all that bacteria can still be on his hands. So I recommend just asking him, you know, hey, do you mind washing your hands before we do anything? He should not have a problem with it at all. And if he does, he just doesn't deserve to be having that type of intimate contact with you in that way. Also make sure he's like washing underneath his nails, scrubbing underneath his nails. Maybe if he has long nails, he could trim them down a little bit to eliminate any bacteria that's getting stored under there. The same way that you would want like a towel to be clean before you dry yourself off down there, or your underwear to be clean before you put them on down there. It's kind of the same concept. So before somebody is touching you in those intimate areas, I would definitely ask them to go ahead and wash their hands and see if that helps, if that's a problem that you're experiencing. The next question is best way to remove hair, wax, thread, shave, or hair remover? So this is a good question actually, and I feel like it kind of depends on which part of the body we're talking about. So I'll go like head down. So for me personally, on my face area, I do prefer threading. The only hair that I really get removed on my face is my eyebrows, and then I have a couple of chin hairs that be growing in hot that really irritate me, y'all. So I used to do waxing on my eyebrows. That was before I ever tried threading because I was so scared of the pain for threading. Everyone made it seem like it was the most painful experience in the world, and it's really not. And I honestly prefer threading to waxing because I feel like the results last a lot longer and just overall look better to me. As far as my little chin hairs that are so annoying, y'all, can't even believe I'm admitting to having them because I literally hate them, but it's normal. I heard of a lot of other girls having chin hairs as well, so I just be shaving those off because they get on my nerves. But I should probably try threading them. I can imagine that threading would be the better option to really just snatch them out of that pore and not have them grow back for a minute. And then for my body, as far as like armpits, arms, and legs, I do still shave, but I have never tried like Nair or anything like that. I've never tried those products. I think shaving works just fine for me at least. And then as far as the bikini area, when it comes to hair removal, I do prefer to get a wax, even though I haven't gotten a wax in a minute and I've just been shaving down there. I got my first wax for my Miami trip. That was in March of last year. I was a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I have a low pain tolerance, but I wasn't like freaking out about it. I just thought it was gonna be bad because you know you see the videos online, and I was scared because I'm like, if they can't handle it, I sure cannot handle it. It wasn't too bad, honestly. And y'all, when I say I have a low pain tolerance, I have a low pain tolerance. Like, I'll hit my toe and stub my toe somewhere and be ready to cry and like pass out. Overall, on the pain level, I give it like an 8.5. In the more inside regions of downstairs, it was definitely like a 9. But I feel like the pain comes from the after sting of pulling the hair off, and it's not really in the action. Like, I feel like when it's getting ripped off, it doesn't hurt that bad, but it's that after sting when it really sets in, like, oh, yeah, I just got millions of hairs ripped out of their pores. Yeah, that kind of hurt. But I got my first wax from Miami, and I actually love the results so much. And I did get like 3 waxes in a row for like, you know, a few months in a row, but I had to stop because I actually wasn't close to the wax place that I was going to. My wax place was in Houston, and I was still going to school at Sam Houston, so the back and forth and just the expense of it all, it is the more expensive option. So I did end up going back to shaving, but overall downstairs, I prefer getting a wax. I think that the results are really good and they last. Like, after your first and second wax, the hair really stops growing back as much and as quick, and it lasts a really long time. Those are pretty much my favorite ways or recommended ways to get rid of hair in those certain areas. It varies for me personally depending on the area. It's really just whatever works for you. The next question is, how do I make myself feel pretty without being able to afford extra maintenance like nails, hairstyles, lashes, etc.? So this is a good question because the main reason that I don't get like my hair, lashes done, and nails done all the time is for this exact reason. I'm trying to save, and I do have other priorities sometimes, and sometimes I feel like I can't comfortably just splurge on those things without feeling like I can like maintain them, if that makes sense. Like, I don't like to get my lashes done too much if I feel like I can't keep up with the lashes and get fills. I don't like to get my nails done if I feel like I can't go and get like a nail repaired or just get a new set in the next 2 weeks, because I kind of hate the process of when I get stuff done and everything falls off and everything starts breaking off. It's a little painful actually. First of all, you don't need any of that to feel pretty, okay? You are beautiful in your natural state, whether you have lashes, whether you have your hair done, whether you have your nails done, a new outfit. Like, you're pretty just being you. You don't need that stuff. And sometimes it's good to take a break from it all and just get back used to what you look like in your natural state and become okay with that again, and then get back into all that stuff and ease into it. But more cost-efficient ways of doing stuff like that is doing it at home. It's nothing from stopping, like, you know, me or you from sitting down, learning how to braid, learning how to install a wig, learning how to do it at home. You can do your own nails, you can do your own press-ons, you can actually do your own individual lashes. So if you are feeling like you just really want to get that stuff done, which is no problem, I understand, I definitely would say try to do some of that stuff at home and do it in a more cost-efficient way, because let me tell you, doing it outside of the house can really add up. Going to the nail tech every 2 weeks can add up. Getting your hair done is literally $300 a style, if not $400 a style these days. Like, excuse. Okay, and the last question is, how did you stay consistent with your gym journey and how did you start? For those of you who don't know, I haven't really documented my gym journey on YouTube like that much. I do little snippets in my videos, and sometimes I'll post like a little Instagram story of like gym progress here and there. But I started working out consistently last year in December, and it was honestly one of the best decisions I had ever made. Personally, for me, I wanted to gain weight because I feel like all my life I've been pretty small, which is nothing wrong with that at all. But I feel like I just got to the point where I was like, you know what? that I'm ready to see like a little bit of change in my body. And this time I actually stayed consistent because I felt like this time I was taking it serious. But for me personally, the thing that helped was kind of imagining what progress I wanted to see in my body. I knew I wanted to gain weight. I knew I wanted to, you know, tone my body, and I knew I wanted to tone certain areas. So kind of visualizing and mapping that on my head made it easy for me to be more consistent in the gym, because when I was going, I was imagining like, okay, I'm in pain now and this workout is killing me now, but in a couple months I'll be seeing the progress that I've been wanting to see for so long. Also, this time around, I took my diet serious. One of the things when it comes with working out is a lot of people say that it's not just the working out in the gym that's the hardest part, it's the diet and it's what you eat. And for me personally, I had to up what I was eating, up the protein, up the calorie intake so I could see progress. And this time around, I was really serious about that. I think what made me take my gym journey serious this time was me being educated on working out a lot more than I was previous times. This time around, I was watching TikToks, I was watching videos, just informative things that helped educate me more about working out and what I would need to do to get from point A to point B. As far as staying consistent, I'm gonna say the same thing that everyone says, which I'm sorry, I know it probably gets so annoying hearing this, but the gym is not about being motivated, it is about self-discipline. I had days where I got home from work and got off and was like, the last thing I want to do is go to the gym right now. Like, I really don't want to go. You're not always going to be motivated. You're not always going to want to go like lift weights and go do like the most painful workout ever, and I feel that. But once you have that self-discipline down and you've told yourself like, hey, look, even if I don't feel like it, I'm gonna get up and go, because I'm gonna see the progress eventually. The progress will come with consistency. It's gonna happen, girl. It's gonna happen. Whatever goal you have, it doesn't matter if it's losing, gaining, you're gonna see it and it's gonna happen. Just be consistent in all areas and aspects of your life and you're gonna see it, sis. So that is gonna be all the questions for today's Girl Talk TMI Q&A. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that y'all got some insight on any topics that y'all needed insight on. And I hope that I gave y'all some good advice. If y'all have better advice for any of the topics, like I said, do not forget to comment them down below. Remember, this is a safe space. I will be monitoring the comments, okay? And if I see any negative comments, they will be deleted because we do not play that over here. And just feel free to ask whatever you need to ask, and know that you will not be judged, that you will be helped over here if we can help you. So yeah, that's all for today's video. Do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you would like to see more of these videos, and I want to thank y'all so much for watching. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.